one of the most critical times in the year in anyone's career is promotion time. Having that discussion about what's to come next. Are you going to be lined up for a promotion or not? What does it look like? How's it looking? And time again, you know, we have seen the statistics. Black women are underrepresented in leadership, whether it's at the very top or in junior management, but overrepresented in minimum wage jobs. So, you know, as much as we can have like a macro look at a company and they say they're very diverse, drill down a little bit and, you know, you get to the same old story. The further up you go, the less diverse it looks. But the question I have is this: on what basis are Black women in your company being promoted? Potential or proof? Because that seems to be one of the biggest burdens of Black women coming forward. It's despite the proof, despite the fact that year upon year they deliver, the requirement in order to move forward is proving something again. Not potential, but proof. And this is always going to be a sticking point. And the reason why I want to discuss this is because there is a vicious circle that follows after this. And this is sometimes the part that a lot of companies fail to see. And I'll go through it a little bit step by step. So the first part is you have the conversation about promotion. And the conversation goes along the lines of, yes, you know, you've done a good job. However, we still need XYZ from you. 9 times out of 10, most Black women have seen that people to the left or their right have been promoted based on potential. Not to say that they have all the details, but a lot of the time, even if it's people being hired into the company above them, the person may not have had experience before in the particular job. The person might be new to the role itself, but because they have displayed potential, they have been given further responsibilities. So there's that part. So people with less experience being promoted above them. That's part one. So the conversation happens and you say, we still need you to prove X, Y, Z. That's part two. And then comes the moment for promotion and you get the, sorry, we still need you to prove it. And herein lies the problem, because you cannot motivate somebody to want to always give their best when they do give their best, it's not recognized. And sometimes this is the real danger, and this is the real sad point, is that at the moment you don't acknowledge somebody, it becomes very, very difficult for them to always give 125%. And it's a lose-lose situation for any Black woman in this particular situation, because if she was formerly given 120%, but now she feels demotivated and she gives 100%, that's still noticeable. And she's still then penalized for not delivering her usual. So, you know, you have to understand that proof is fine, but you have to keep it realistic and say, when is proof enough? It's not enough to give people goals that aren't quantifiable. They have to be quantifiable in order to say what is success. And sometimes this is a communication thing. It can be, there are different communication styles. It can be fundamentally the work that's being done has not been seen by management. But once it's highlighted, what's to be done then? Because the point is that the burden that sits with a lot of Black women is that they have to keep proving what they've already proven. And this isn't the case for everybody else. So, you know, it's part of the analysis as to why people aren't coming forward. What is your criteria for promotion? And how is this being quantifiably aligned to the objectives and success of Black women within your company? Because if proof isn't enough and potential isn't enough, where do they go? What do they do? How does it look? And how is it even possible to even build a pipeline for success for Black women? Because all it's about is opportunity. give us the opportunity to be successful, but the opportunity has to be real. It can't continuously be setting somebody up to fail, because the proof system sets somebody up to fail because it ultimately demotivates them. It ultimately means that they no longer feel included, valued by the company, and means that at a certain point they're looking for the door, looking for a way out, no longer feeling comfortable. And that right there is the crux of the problem. So we can talk about, creating an inclusive environment, but it has to be looked at across the board. It has to be looked at, why aren't black women in your company coming forward? On what basis are they viewed as promotion ready? So I leave it with you. Potential or proof? Potential always assumes that somebody has the capability. Ignoring the proof already says you don't value the person. So I think it's pretty easy to say which one we should be doing. And if it's not that way, then it's definitely time to reassess and change. So that's my thought for the day. Have a great day. Bye-bye.